Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the HO Reborn channel. I am HO Reborn, and in this video, we're going to be talking about how I did in KVK, how the kingdom did during KVK, what actually happened this KVK, and how we're going to do in KVK Season 2. But before we start, I just want to ask you guys to like and subscribe, turn on notifications if you're new here, and yeah, let's get straight into this video. Well, the first thing we're going to start off with is how I did during KVK and what were my manifestos. Well, my goals were actually to have 50 million kill points with 10 million power. And I kind of basically did it, if you ask me. I ended up this KVK with 45 million kill points and 10 million power. And not too bad for a very low spender. I have like I have experience in the game. It's not the first time I've been playing this game. I've been playing back since 2018, quit a couple years, and then I rejoined the game. So, with that being said, I kind of gotten my goals correctly. Kind of. Now, let's talk about the commanders I used during this KVK. Well, I only ran a 3 March party. So what I used was Minamoto YSG as my main march. Then I used Baibars Cao as my second march. And as my infantry march, I ran Sun Tzu Aethelflaed. I basically ran a 2 cavalry, 1 infantry for this KVK. Now, those were the commanders I used. Now, let's talk about how KVK went for in my perspective, in my POV. Now, KVK went for us pretty good actually. We had good fights. We had our stuff. We had back and forths with different kingdoms. We're all fun games until some kingdoms started getting offended. I'm not gonna call any kingdom's name, but I think they know who they are. With that being said, our first actual fight in KVK. I'm also gonna have some fights going on in the background for you to guys to just watch if you want to see what actually happened during the KVKs in the KVK. So now our first real fight was with 3485, also known as a whale kingdom because they have lots of T5 players there. So our first real fight with them was in the ruins. Well, at this moment, it was a 2v1. We used 3488, 3488. We used 2 alliances against their 1. Even though they were outnumbered, they won the first ruin fights. They had us by a choke point and we didn't know how to counter it at that point. So at that time we made a different strategy, and which that strategy actually worked because in the second battle in the ruins fight, we actually won. We didn't let our enemies get ahead of us, and we actually cut them off. We cut them off from their gates. We took them out from their choke points, and we actually won. After that sweet victory we had with that ruins fight, we basically just stopped fighting them for all the time now, and we just went to 87 ruins because they weren't fighting us because they were actually scared. I'm going to get to the ally situation in a bit, but I just want to make sure you guys know that 87 were our allies before KVK started, but before KVK started, their migrants actually came to us. So the king of 87 basically said, nah, F that, we're going to unally 3488 in KVK because that's some real BS right there. Now, since we took 87's altar, we just basically stood like that, no fights were going on, so and so. Apparently, at this time, Zone 6 was about to open. Now, At this time, there was some heat in Lost Kingdom chat with 85 and 86. Then, all of a sudden, Curly, King of 86, actually made an announcement in their Discord saying that they are going to be attacking 85, which, in my perspective, I'm just getting this information before the fight's even happening, that 86 and 85 are not allies no more, meaning that it was a free for all KVK. At this point, 85 was like in a very hard situation to be in, as they were in a free for all KVK now. Knowing they will get trapped in zone 4 or zone 5, they decided to ally with 3488. Now, we came to them, well, they came to us saying how they needed to ally with us because they don't want to be sandwiched from both sides. And I also agree with this. I would have done the same thing if I was head leaders or in the council of 85. Because getting sandwiched during us KVK in a free for all is not really healthy for that kingdom. With that being said and done, we actually shared zone 5, zone 6 with 85, 3485, and 3485 went ahead and go fight 3486. Now, with that being said, 3486 and 3485 actually had their zone 6 battle, while 3488 and 3487 barely had any fights because 3487 did not have much players. They had like one main battle alliance. So as 85, but 85 had its wills to progress on their territory or like their alliance. So 85 was in a good position to have one main fighting alliance, but 87 was not. With that being said, 87 were ultimately shut out of Zone 6. We didn't get too many fights from 87 basically, but said 3486 and 3487 basically decided not to enter Kingsland and get ready for KVK2, knowing they would not have a chance against two strong kingdoms. At the end of this KVK, 3488 is an Imperium Kingdom as we speak, as right now. If you guys want to go check, you guys can go free to check. We have the star. But yes, we are now an Imperium Kingdom, and 86 and 87 did not want to fight an Imperium and a Whale Kingdom. So they basically did not enter Kingsland and just sat there in Zone 6, waiting patiently for us to enter their Zone 6, which did come. We got a lot of people zero during that place, during Zone 6 fights. And yeah, that being said, we ultimately won KVK. We held the Ziggurat first. 3488 holds the Ziggurat first occupation. But then 3485 gets the star. That's how we decided KVK would end, with 3485 holding the Ziggurat at the end. Now, with that being said, KVK is basically over for us, and with just 8 days remaining, that wraps up KVK. Now, let's talk about how we're going to progress in KVK 2. Well, since we are an Imperium Kingdom, it's going to be hard for us to drop power fast because there was not much major fighting. But I'm sure the Council can find a way how we're going to get some of you guys into 3488 to come play with us. Okay. Now, with that being said, we do have an migration Discord if you guys want to go there and register yourself and wants to be added to our kingdom. We have some pretty high strong players coming to us for next KVK. which I'm pretty excited about. And I'm, yeah, kind of excited for KVK 2. That being said, my goals for KVK 2 would be getting 150 million kill points, and that's my goal. It's not my, let's say, my certain goal, but like it's a goal I want to try hit to motivate me to hit that amount of kill points. My power that I want to start off with in KVK 2 would probably be 15 million power, but I'm not too sure if I would end up with 15 million power, maybe more, maybe less, you never know. But if we do get our goal, yeah, that's gonna be fun. Anyways, I think that wraps up our video for today. um I'd like to say thanks for a great KVK, for all the kingdoms that were a part of this. I hope you guys also had much fun as I did, and yeah, it's been fun playing KVK 1 over again. This is me signing out, H2 Reborn. Remember guys, H2 never dies.